Thank you all for tuning into the LulMagazine live interview with Austin Gary. Make sure that you guys stay tuned because we're going to talk about his life, what he does, and what he's been up to lately. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the interview. So here we are today, Austin. How you doing today?
Well, blessed.
Great.
Blessed.
Well, first, before I want to get into the interview, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting us here to your home and being transparent with us today. Living life is not easy. We all go through different trials and tribulations, but we're going to try to give the people something to connect to you with through your own words.
Okay.
So let's just kind of go down the line and just kind of talk about some things that you've been going through in your life from past and also present, and then hopefully in the future as well. So let's just kind of get into it, okay?
Okay.
So for some of the people that may not know who Austin Gary is, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Austin Gary, CEO. Cheryl Fenderson. She is the person who, honestly, in my opinion, that discovered the name Austin Gary. For people that don't know, I was born Gary Austin, and I was at a 9 to 5, and I had discovered, the opportunity of my first business.
Okay.
And it was Cheryl Fenderson. I call her wifey. And she emailed me when we started talking about the business. I do eyelashes for women.
Okay.
One of the things under my umbrella. And when she emailed me, I was on the phone with the IRS to get my EIN number.
Okay.
And when it came up, the representative came on the phone and she said, "What is the name of your business?" I said, "Austin Gary." She said, "Hold on." She came back. She said, "Congratulations, you are now the sole proprietor of Austin Gary LLC."
Wow.
So that was when Austin was born.
Okay.
Technically, he was rebirthed.
Okay.
I was born November 23rd, 1999. And, fortunately, because of Cheryl Fenderson, I discovered Austin Gary had a business.
Okay.
And I've been on a journey since then. And when I say umbrella, I'm not just an eyelash, esthetician.
Mm-hmm.
I am a man of many trades. Wow. And if I had to sum me up in one word,
okay,
I'm contagious.
Now that's powerful. Contagious. And as we all should be, especially when we have a dream for something or we have an aspiration to do something, we need to be contagious, especially if it's a positive outlet for others. So we know about the business and how Austin Gary, the business side, was born. Tell us a little bit about your childhood. How was that for you?
Honestly, wonderful. Now, one thing about me that you're going to discover in this interview, put my glass down. Okay. There are people that you meet in life that are name droppers.
Okay.
They're going to drop to you every celebrity that you can think of. But I'm a name dropper of true supporters, people that actually believe in my vision. Okay. So I'm going to say some names that the world don't know about, but they're going to know about.
Preach. Okay.
I was raised by a woman that I love so dearly. Her name is Denise DeShunk.
DeShunk.
Denise DeShunk, she did an amazing job at being the mother to me, but the father figures, I have to talk about the father figures. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm going to highlight. I have some amazing fathers.
Wow, okay.
And I'm going to speak about them. The last person is my daddy and my father.
Okay.
First father figure is the spiritual, father, Dwayne Jennings. He's the man that got me on a spiritual path, and I love him for it. Then there is Dwight Gooden. Okay. Yes, I said it. I finally said it. Dwight Gooden. He played for the New York Mets and the New York Yankees.
Wow.
He's a
That's
young
big.
man that I call Daddy. I speak to Dwight Gooden every single day. We have prayer in the morning, and basically it's simple. I love you, son. I love you, Daddy.
Wow.
His struggles and his obstacles teach me that I am not exempt. His money taught me wealth. Good evening. But more importantly, Albert Linford DeShunk. That's my daddy, my father, my heart. He loved me for who I am. When he didn't understand who I was, he still loved me, but he didn't know how to address it. I'm trying not to cry. Anywho, he's the young man that taught me consistency.
Okay.
And he taught me that I am a man, no matter if I chose to lay with a man or a woman.
Okay. That's deep.
I love my daddies. So Dwayne Jennings, Albert DeShunk, Dwight Gooden. 2 more. Bishop George C. Wright.
Okay. Who is he to you?
Bishop George C. Wright is the bishop. He's the young man that honestly, I love all my dads that I mentioned so far. I really do. But he's the first man that I actually came out to that was a spiritual leader. We ain't never see eye to eye sometimes, but I love him. Nothing negative to say about him. I love my bishop. He has a title all by himself. Then there's Mark Couch. He's the first leader on the South that surpassed my lifestyle and loved me for who I was.
Wow. That's deep.
I got a lot to tell.
And that's good, though. That allows a lot of people to be able to connect with you on a personal level. You know, we all have things that we want to put on as a facade sometimes just so that we can cover up the truth and the authentic part of ourselves. But in reality, the truth needs to be heard. And I think this is a great platform to be able to do that for you, Austin. Like, you know, just hearing, you know, a few names, you know, that you call guys your daddy. Like, some people just don't even have daddies in their lives. So it's important to build relationships with your father.
Right.
So would you say, out of all the names that you've just listed, did one of them teach you how to build a relationship?
No discredit to none of the men. And I love all of them, even the women. And I ain't even name all the women. I just said Denise DeJong. But we got Mary C. Wright. You know, we got Ivy Couch. We got Deborah Bryant. Sally Bryant. But honestly, and this is probably a to be continued early. I wrote a book. It's called Before I Became a Man.
Okay.
Being edited right now. Danielle Jennings. She's a mother figure. I gotta put it out there.
Okay.
I'm a name dropper, but I drop real names. Anywho, Ann Jones. I don't like, and I might forget some names. You know. Anywho, Maria Coffee. Anywho, okay, so I said it to say, I wrote a book called Before I Became a Man. And in reality, and this might sound so cliche, and some might say, you know, you might take offense and say, oh, he's trying to be holier than thou. B-I-B-L-E. Before, basic instruction before leaving Earth. That's what taught me how to be a man. Definition of that, life experience.
You're right. Important. Very important.
And that's the truth.
So just going through life, going through your trials and tribulations, having to face them full-fledged taught you how to become, what was a part of the transition of you becoming a man, and also helping you dealing with your different relationships that you've had amongst your time of life.
Absolutely.
So that was an important part of your life. That, did you feel like you had the support? I know you said that your father supported you, but did you really think you had the support that you needed in order to move through, or did you feel like there wasn't enough support that kept you in the same place of where you started?
I'll say this, and you know, one thing that I left out is the man who gave Denise DeShunk the seed. He only gave me the name.
Wow.
The father figures that I had gave me teaching. In order to be a leader, you got to be a listener first.
Yes. Agreed.
My teaching taught me how to enhance being a man. My biological father never taught me that.
Wow.
So I looked for, and I hope I'm not jumping the gun, but I looked for being a man through other men, other than the father figures, mind you.
Wow. Okay.
That's when I crossed over to homosexuality.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it real. You told me to tell it all, right?
Tell it all.
So, you know, homosexuality played a part of my life.
Okay. Do you think that it was because of you had daddies and you had fathers, not necessarily biological, that was there, but do you think that that kind of played into your sexuality in a way,
No.
or
No.
Okay.
I humbly, and I don't care what anybody say in the homosexual lifestyle, I love you dearly. This is just for me. Don't judge me for what I'm about to say. I humbly believe you can be reborn. I humbly believe that you can make choices, because I've been with women and I've been with men. So I say that to say, I chose to do homosexuality. And what did I look for in homosexuality? This is what I don't like about the homosexuality community, and I might be jumping the gun. Homosexuality, what does it mean? It's the sexual desire you have for the same sex. So it sums up to one word, sex. I like comfort. So I got it from men.
Wow. Now that's deep. You might shake some ponytails out there, but it's deep.
I'll
though.
shake mine. I got
But
it
you know
from
what?
men.
You have a right to believe how you believe, and people have to respect that. You don't have to. People don't have to bash somebody for what they believe in, or where it comes from. It's just who you are and what you believe. So I appreciate that for just being transparent, because a lot of people wouldn't even say that. So thank you so much for doing that. But that was kind of like a dark space, you know what I'm saying? So let's try to change the mood a little bit.
Praise him.
And talk about your business. So you had your natural birth with mom and dad, and then you talked about getting your EIN number and how your business was born there. So tell us a little bit about some of the businesses, or your business in which you do, or that you had before, and what you do now.
Okay, well, it started, I've been working since I was 14 years old. And the last 9 years, I discovered eyelashes from my love, my heart, Lisa Lacey.
Lisa Lacey. Okay.
My sister, my everything. And she introduced it to me because I had to do her eyelashes.
Okay.
Then it became a business. And then after that, 9 years later, I get a phone call from a friend that I'm not going to mention, and I moved to Georgia. And I was against moving to Georgia because it was just too much for me. Anywho, I moved here, and I help a friend, and I discover that I am really an umbrella of wealth. I am the type of person, when you meet me, I am going to serve you.
Wow.
Abundant life taught me how to be a servant. And I will serve you. I'm a nurturer, So I discovered that I had a jack of trades. I'm very contagious. So I discovered that I don't know how I do what I do. I don't know how I do what I do.
Okay.
But when it comes down to being an assistant juror, you know, a listener, a friend, a leader, um, I hate to say but anywho, I'm able to just basically be a jack of all trades. And I discovered that I could assist your career.
Okay.
I could dress the hell out of you. One of the definitions under, you know, Austin Gary is I am a fashion guru.
Wow. Okay.
In my own lane. I am not the fashion guru that I want to be a replica of a person.
Gotcha.
I am
Okay.
very bold when it comes to fashion. So I discovered that fashion was in me when I was in school. You know, I used to model for Oscar De La Renta before Oscar De La Renta was on a red carpet.
Oh, wow.
At Gibbs Senior High School in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I was actually born.
Shout out to Florida.
Shout out, you know, but Jersey raised me.
Okay.
However, you know, I discovered that I love fashion. So I always knew that fashion was going to be a part of my journey of success in the wealth industry. I'll say that.
Okay.
You know, so I discovered that, and then I discovered that I am the type of person that I am a microscope.
Okay.
When I meet you, I'm going to put the microscope on you and dissect you to find out how to enhance your talent.
Okay.
I am a very, what's the word? I'll support you.
Which is big.
I will support McDonald's if I had to.
It's big though.
Not McDonald's, the person that's dropping the fries.
That's understood.
I love to love, and I want to see everybody win.
That's a beautiful thing. And that's why it's important right now to be able to hear your story. I don't know if you've ever been on any other platforms or any other interviews where you were able to really be authentic, genuine, show compassion to other people, which I feel like LUL is really trying to do, to inspire other people through our own experiences, not from another person's mouth, but directly from the horse's mouth, shall I say. I know that's, cliche, but it's important because then we know how to connect with one another again. You know, it's not that we lost it, but it's that we just need to remind each other that it's still there and that it is still important because of other people that are behind us. So business-wise, so things aren't always easy with business,
No.
just as well as family and other things that we enjoy. Have you ever had any conflicts in your business?
Absolutely.
Okay. And how did you handle those conflicts?
Ignore it. The worst conflict that I have, honestly, and this is no shade to the gay community. Gay men shade other gay men. Why? We're all trying to win. This is what I say to the gay men that shade other gay men. All you trying to do is take a picture for Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to get a check.
Which is a big difference.
So you trying to drop a picture as if you know the person? One thing about me, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to move forward. When you meet me, you're going to remember me.
You're memorable.
It's not just a damn picture. You're going to remember me. I'm contagious.
Contagious.
I leave a taste in your mouth. I'm a seasoning that you're going to always look for when you go to the grocery store,
Ooh.
when you go to your cabinet. I'm going to give you a taste. It's better than sugar. Only thing sweet on me is when I was laying with a man. But baby, let me tell you, I'm tasteful. I'm the taste that you want in your coffee, your tea, your food, your bed, your home, your life. I'm contagious. I'm an umbrella of being contagious.
That's a beautiful thing.
I love to love.
And that's a good thing. And that's actually a good segue into, the love aspect of LUL Magazine, because, again, it's about reminding people about love, unity, and diversity. And if you don't have someone that you can say that you love, then sometimes you feel lonely, and sometimes you feel like you're missing something, especially if it's not your mom or your dad, somebody that's close to you, friends or whatever. Have you ever had a love in your life that, that you just,
Yes,
and
I
it just
have.
made you feel, there was no words for it, but it just made you feel, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Ha. And if you watch it, I know you're not on social media, but you're connected to people that are on social media. There's only one person that I can honestly say that I was ever in love with. And I still love you. But I would never disrespect him.
That's important.
Never.
That's important.
But I still love you.
You know who you are. Okay. And at that particular moment, we're going to go ahead and take a break, guys, and then we'll be right back with Austin Gary.
I love to be behind a stove and give you food for your soul. So, should you want to know who I am, this is a piece of me. So I'm doing a penny vodka chicken parmesan. You know, something, you know, simple on a weekday. So it'll be probably in the cookbook. Cookbook is going to highlight Sally Mae Bryant, grandmother, God bless her soul. She's no longer with us. And I'm just going to highlight, capture rather, some pieces from me grandmama and some folks that I met along the way. So we basically boiled the noodles down, put some vodka sauce in it, put some sauce on top of it. We're gonna put some cheese on the top. We're gonna put that baby in the oven, and dinner is served within a half an hour. This is me, Austin Gary, CEO, LulMagazine. Thank you for the honor, the opportunity. Love you to life. Can't wait to see what you came up with.
Thank you all for coming back with Dwayne and Austin Gary right now. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up real quick with Austin real quick. But I have another question real quick for you, Austin.
What's up?
So what are we expecting from you right now? Like, what are you doing right now?
The greatest is yet to come. You know, there are some things that we're working on in secret. You know, if those of you don't know, I work with the lovely Mama D from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, currently right now on Marriage Boot Camp. And there's a lot of things on the rise, you know, with her being that I'm added to her career. And then there's also a show that I started shooting a pilot on in thanks of Mark Couch. It's called 21 Days Straight. I believe in the show. Stay tuned. TV is all that you're going to expect from me at this point. Hell, you know, TV's coming and you're going to see more of me. You're going to get tired of me, but I'm contagious.
Mm-hmm. As you should be, because at the end of the day, servants also need to be recognized too.
To God be the glory.
And Mama D, you got a good one right here.
Yeah, to God be the glory.
And we thank you for giving him that opportunity to shine, to be seen, to be heard, and you know, and we love you, Mama D. We definitely had to make sure that we took care of Austin as well too, because that is just as important. And it's about life experiences and who else can we be contagious to? You know, you said it perfectly when you said contagious. And so before we close everything out, I see that you have a really, really great shirt on, and I want to know where did you get it from and who is it by?
This shirt is by UYBM, young man that I met in New Jersey. He has a great mission. He has a great story, and he basically is a legacy, you know, in the making. You know, he's already made everything, but he's in the making to those that don't know this young man. He has a vision that's trying to basically love on the black community, to teach you that we don't need to all be shot in general. I love his brand. I love that he believed in my vision. I believe in his vision. And he's, personally flew down and gave me some pieces. And I just want the world to know that I'm a supporter first. Servant first, then supporter. Anywho, I want to support this young man. Look at him on Instagram. Follow his brand. It's UYBM. U.Y.B.M. And just follow the brand. I love you to life. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for the brand. I just want the world to see it. This is fashion at its greatest.
Right. A
But,
fashion statement
yeah,
for sure.
it's just basically his mission on this shirt, just representing don't shoot. It's just a black shirt. A lot of our black men are getting shot just because they're black with black. We have
That's
to stop
deep.
this.
That's deep.
At the end of the day, we got to stop it.
Let us live.
That's it.
Let us live.
That's it.
And I just want to say again, thank you so much for your time and your transparency, for just taking the time to speak with me today. I know it took a lot out of you today to be open, but just think about the opportunity of saving someone else's life through your own story and through your lens. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you all for just tuning in to LUL Magazine, the second issue with us. Make sure that you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel at LUL Magazine, and also subscribe, like, comment, share, and then also hit us up if you have a unique, amazing story that you would like to tell. Until then, let us live.
LUL.